Hey guys, well today we're putting a foot throttle on my mud mower. I already started and forgot to start recording, so we're just gonna kind of hop right in where I am now. I'll show you what I've done so far. I cut off the choke lever right there so this can come up further with this. And right now I'm trying to get the throttle out of my dash so I can see if my cable's long enough to go to over here. And if it is not, I have this spare cable out of a new project I got over there. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Craftsman LT1000. Plan on turning that to a drag mower, so that'll be fun. But right now I want to get this one done first. I'm gonna get this out and then get back. Alright, so now that I got that out, I believe I can just simply come on, get that out of there. There we go. Pull this up and out, and wow, I think that's might be the same length. Yeah, they're the same length. So I don't know, which one should I go with? It doesn't matter, they're identical. Well, alright, so I'm mocking this up on this side of the mower. Now it looks like my cable might be just short, but I just don't feel like going to spend money. This build is literally just from whatever I have lying around. This pipe is from what I had lying around. The hood, I had a giant cut out of it. I don't care, it's the only hood I got. The wires, all the wiring in this is all from the original wiring harness. None of this is the wiring from some other thing I bought. These tires, got them for free from a friend. This one had a major sidewall leak. I took caulking and just caulked it around there. Same with the bead. The bead was majorly leaking, and I just caulked it with caulking. See, like that. All that around the whole bead, because I don't want to spend money on tires. Alright guys, so unfortunately I had to bite the bullet and buy a throttle cable. So I bought that, should hopefully get here tomorrow, and then I can try to get it set up. But for now, I can try to, I guess, make a proper pedal. Because if I'm getting a new throttle cable, I might as well make a proper pedal, so I don't have to try to do it with that. If I make a proper pedal, since the cable's already way longer than it needs to be. So right now I'm going to make a pedal, because if I'm already buying a new cable that'll be long enough to do a proper pedal, might as well. So I found these hinges I had just lying around, and I'm sure I've got some flat stock over there somewhere. It is an absolute disaster in here. I've got so many projects on the go, but right now I'm working on the mud mower. So this is going to be the hinge. It's got two hinges, so I guess I can make two for a different project. I'm going to go see if I can find some flat stock. Alright guys, so I found this. It's part of an old Toro mower I tore apart. That's actually where I got the engine for this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a square and a marker. I'm going to mark it out, cut it out, and I'll show you once it's cut out. Alrighty then guys, I got a piece cut out. Now I believe it is close to the same width as the hinges. I highly doubt it is anywhere near square, but I mean, it's better than nothing, so. Alright, so I'm gonna use the largest rivet I have. I'm going to try to put them in through that way. So, I just gotta get this flipped around quick. Alright, so I just got it riveted together. I don't know how long it's gonna hold, because these technically are too small rivets, but I mean, if it holds for a little bit, I'm fine with that. So I guess I gotta drill a hole for the spring and the throttle cable, but I'll do that once I get it mounted on the mower and the cable on the mower, so then I know where I need the holes. Alright, so I've been doing some finagling for a while. I got the throttle on with the stopper so it doesn't come up too far. I have to connect it directly to the carburetor. So I guess in the meantime, I should probably pull the governor crap off. I am just gonna cut that, get it unhooked from the governor, get it unhooked from the carb. When my throttle cable comes, I'll hook it up to the carb, put a return spring on it, which is very important to have a return spring on your carb and your pedal. If you don't have it on both, my buddy didn't have it on both, he only had it on his pedal. His cable snapped on, well, he was wide open, carburetor got stuck wide open, and he blew up his engine. Alright, so it turns out I actually have to, I can't cut it, I have to pull the frickin' carburetor. Stupid. But, alright, there's a bolt up here. Crap, I forgot. Well, let me go get another different size to do that one. Alright, so now I actually have the correct size for taking that one off. Why is it not coming off? Alright, so I got the throttle return spring hooked up. I'll come back to this tomorrow when the throttle cable comes in. Alright guys, so it was delayed by 2 days, but the throttle cable has finally come in. So let's get to starting installing it, I guess. Alright, so opening the bags and crap, I already found an issue. This is too big to fit into the carburetor. So I'm just gonna have to put the cable through the hole and put one of these end caps on it. And hope that'll hold long enough. I'm just gonna get this cable put in the sleeve quick and then just mock up where I think I'm gonna have it run. Alright guys, so it took me a couple hours, but I got it hooked up to the carburetor back here, got a little bushing so this doesn't go too far. Comes out, rotates under the frame, hose clamp to hold it under the frame, comes up, and since there's so much extra, it just loops around back there. Comes out a hole here, and goes here. Yes, that flexes a bit, but it'll be good enough to test. So let me get the hood on and I'll test it. Alright, so the belt just came off, and the idle is too low because it will stall. So I'm going to see if I can just get that adjusted. I'll just do a quarter turn for now. Test it like that. See how that runs. Well, back to testing. Let's try this again. Uh-oh, that didn't sound happy. Oh, it's in gear. Son of a bitch. Every time. Alrighty then, so it seems like it's working great. It's a little hard to shift gears while you're also recording, so that's why it was a little difficult for me. And I noticed the pedal isn't grippy enough, so my shoe's constantly slipping off the side of it. But I'll figure that out. Hopefully in the next one, I will do a speed test.